When the people at Universal Home Entertainment came to me and said that they were interested in doing a sequel to The First Honey, I thought it was a really good idea because now dance is such a big phenomenon.
Honey was one of the first dance original movies for our era. So now it definitely has evolved more. There's more tricks, there's more styles of dance. Our audience is now a lot more aware.
People are crazy for dance. You know, there's all these dance shows, and I think people are seeing more how dance is something that brings people together.
You know, with all these other dance movies out there, this particular movie has to have stepped up the notch.
So I thought it was a perfect time to revisit the first film that I did.
One of the first decisions we had to make was where we would shoot the movie. The talent seemed to be centered here in Los Angeles. Then the challenge became, well, the story takes place in New York. How are we going to find New York City in Los Angeles?
Creatively, we looked for locations, and I think we found, some that could be in either city. We managed to get all these locations in the same warehouse. Honey Studio and the 718 were all in the same complex. It was a very classic, gritty warehouse, and we just pretty much used it for what it was.
You ready to join in?
We've got some fresh beat for you!
Because we have a character piece that's played out through dance, we had a challenge because we had to find dancers that were able to act, and we also had to find actors that were able to dance.
Some great people came in, but to find that right person that could kind of be this Maria and have something special, we were at the about to freak out stage, and in walked Katarina Graham. She just was amazing.
She's the true deal. She's an actress who can really, really dance.
I still can't believe it, It's amazing. I'm in a dance film. Dancers are gonna see this, crap, what if I mess up? What if I'm not good enough? All the insecurities that Maria has about joining this crew and going back to the 718 crew and all that stuff, her life in different ways has been very parallel to my own. Whether it's having the ex-boyfriend situation and getting out of a bad situation and growing up without much and having to prove herself. I mean, it's very alike.
Who said you was gonna take over our choreography?
Well, I mean, we could use the help. Right now, we're just kind of winging it. Her stuff could push us over the top.
Randy Wayne came in to read, and I thought he was my perfect Brandon. He's the guy that, kind of cares about these members of the HD crew, and he kind of put it together.
The dynamic of HD crew is very cool because Brandon's a little bit older than everybody else, and so Brandon, in a way, has earned the respect of keeping everyone together. Brandon's not a forceful person, so he'll always let them do what they want to do. And then when Maria comes in, she puts more discipline into the group. She brings a whole new style to the group and more focus and more tenacity. And so he's happy to take a back seat to her and let her take over the crew because they needed someone that had that extra oomph.
You guys are using your eyes and those mirrors as your precious. You gotta learn how to trust each other. Think you can do it? Turn the damn music on.
Tina's just struggling, just sort of to see herself as something better. When Maria comes in, she sort of threatens that, and that sort of makes Tina feel like, well, who are you to tell me that, I'm not important in this crew? That's how she feels.
Look, Tina, wait, leave me alone.
Lyric is a tough one. She does not like Maria, and just the thought of her being in the crew makes her sick. Lyric wants to protect Tina, and Tina doesn't like Maria either. But with time, she starts to relax, she gets to know Maria, and she begins to trust her.
Ricky's just a sarcastic goofball. Him and Darnell are really good friends.
My character is Darnell, one of those smooth guys that always gets, rejected or so. I kind of just really, goof around and flirt. I flirt with Carla, Melissa, all the time. Whether we just get done doing a routine, my next move is Carla, so it's pretty fun.
It's our kiss scene today.
She's really happy. Can't you tell? She's like bright today.
I am excited for this kissing scene.
Carla is super outspoken, super sassy. She kind of doesn't care whether she offends someone or not. She takes a liking to Maria pretty early on in the beginning, where everyone else is more standoffish, like, who's this new girl gonna, come into our crew? I think Carla gives her more of a chance and sees her as a good thing.
All right, y'all ready to do a full out?
And cut. Very nice. Moving on.
And so it's really cool to see the beginning of the group, how they're just a good crew, to growing more passionate and talented and skillful by the end of the film, with Maria leading the crew.
Let's show how we rock the 718.
Another actor that I think brings a great thing to this film as far as dance is Christopher War Martinez.
He makes this character like sometimes scary, but then other times really charming, and that's exactly what I wanted Luis to be.
Luis, he's a misunderstood guy. He's not all bad. My crew is called the 718, as in their area code for the borough in New York. There's a lot of breakers and beat girls in my group. They all have tricks, which is good. We have about 4 big numbers. They're mainly street numbers. They're all high energy numbers, and you'll see amazing moves, everything. It'll be great.
That camera's eating it up, all that energy. We need more.
Rosero McCoy and I have a long history of working together. Having him work on this movie with me is really, really a treat.
Rosero is an amazing choreographer and has been in the industry for a long time and worked with numerous artists. He choreographed all the numbers, like everything. You know how hard that is?
He's always gonna be my teacher. When he talks, I shut up. I listen, because I really care about what he thinks about my dancing.
We had to figure out a way to distinguish between the 718 crew and the HD crew. And a good way to do that is through music. So you'll see that with 718, it's more hip hop, more like 808 bass, like driven. And HD crew is a little bit more dancey, more fun, not so gangsta. So, and Trisha, she got it right away what we were trying to do with both crews, and she's been amazing.
We hired Cadis and Sean as the music producers to create original songs for the film, to make sure that the music really was a character in the film and that it was really a natural part.
Billy Woodruff came to the studio one night, and this is before we had really started working on the project. And it was basically like, hey guys, we need a song tonight, and we need a full musical production, lyrics, everything done tonight. You guys got about 6 to 8 hours to complete it. And we're like, no problem, we'll do it.
We were kind of a little bit more hands-on with Rosero, because naturally what we would present, he would then have to find choreography for.
I would go in there and ask them for different sound effects, and I know that probably got on their nerves a couple of times, but I always asked for additional things to their music, and they were able to deliver it like that.
When they played the music and all of a sudden the beat changes into classical music, I was like, no. Are we really about to do this? Like, we were all like super, super excited.
Even the music for the alley is so good because it's gritty. It's like bum, bum, da, da, da. And like once you hear this music, your body just immediately has this like reaction to it, like where it just wants to like become this beast or something.
We had to kind of excite and motivate Rosero to create something to then excite and motivate Billy and everybody else in the film.
That was a hot take, right? Yeah, that was dope.
Billy Woodruff brings the vision of this to life. He knows how to shoot dance, and a lot of people don't. They just don't. They don't know what moves are really special and what moves really make a shot.
Dancers, they're putting everything into each, number. Each time they go, each take, it's very hard for them physically. So I get the most out of it. I get multiple takes.
Billy! Wait, quick.
You guys look like you're ready to do like really.
He lets everyone do their thing. He lets all that freedom and creativity, and he wants us to be natural and real. And so if that means we have to do what we naturally would do, then that's what he lets us do.
It's a dream working with Billy because he's so receptive to suggestions. And to me, that's a sign of a great director. I'd go to him and say, what about this? He'd say, try. Yeah, that's great, that's great. And if it's not to his approval, he would tell me, well, no, let's do it this way instead.